Hello folks, welcome to another video, and of course I'm inside again, not outside because it's about in the lower 40s. It's way too cold, even with my little space heater out there warming up my legs and hands. I would like to be outside with a stick, and like I say, yeah, winter time's normally when I kind of cut way back on cigars because I really can't be outside. So anyway, this is a little clarification on the video about Biden conceding that I put out, that I found on, I guess it was an interview on G News or GTV News. So basically the guy's name, he is a Chinese dissident. He is a staunch anti CCP. So basically in China you got, it's kind of like the US. We have the silent majority, which is the majority of the Chinese citizens who has no say. And of course, unlike us, we can actually vote, but in China, they have no say in their government, and they are basically, literally, the silent majority. Then you got the CCP, then you got the anti-CCP, and yeah, you don't have a second party, anything like that. It's just a CCP, and that's it. And yeah, and he's the one that broke the Hunter Biden laptop thing 3 weeks before Rudy Giuliani got a hold of the laptop. Yes, and he does hang out with guys like Steve Bannon, Rudy Giuliani. So if you watch Steve Bannon's videos or his war room videos, when he cuts off to commercial, you see the Chinese guy, I guess in one he's got a cigar in his hand, and another you see him at some penthouse, overlooking what's called that, Central Park. Yeah, that's him. That's Miles Guo. Guo, so I'm assuming it's pronounced Goo, or it could be yeah. I'm going to, if I'm mispronouncing it, correct me. It's Guo, so I'm gonna say it's probably Guo or Gu. I guess Chinese is probably Gu. Yeah, so Lou D. I guess Google translation. Lou D is the name of the media group, and so his actual name is Miles Guo, and he's saying that Biden went to Mitch McConnell and asked him that, hey, if he asks Trump for a pardon, could Mitch McConnell promise a pardon for him and his family, specifically Hunter Biden? Now I have a feeling that meeting actually happened. There is a photo, and I'll put it up here as I explain it. And yeah, it's out on the internet. It's one of those photos where Biden is in the center, and he's sniffing that little Asian girl, and of course she's got the look on her face of what the hell just happened, that surprised look of what the, and of course her sister standing next to her has got that terrified look of, oh my God, I'm next, but if you look to the right, and behind Biden is Mitch McConnell. I don't know what they're doing in that photo. I'm pretty sure if you look into the background of it, it's probably some sort of a signing of something. I don't know. And of course, in front of Mitch McConnell, that's his wife. That the Asian lady in front of Mitch McConnell, that's his wife. That might be. I doubt those two little Asian girls, though, they're kids. It could be their grandkid, because I believe. Because I believe he married that Chinese lady, or Asian lady. I don't know if she's Chinese descent, but of course they married later on in life. So I guess McConnell had his kid and she had her kid. So that might be her grandkid, from a previous marriage. I don't know, because there's an old Asian man, I'm assuming probably Chinese, standing to the left of Biden, and I doubt it's his kids or his grandkids. So yes, so you're wondering, okay, so there's a picture of Biden sniffing that poor little Asian girl, and there's Mitch McConnell standing next to him with Mitch McConnell's wife standing in front of him. And they're all smiling, so there wasn't any frowning or I'm about to punch, punch Biden, knock him out. So that photos. So yes, the Mitch McConnell is the longest serving Republican senator, or as people call him, Cokehead McConnell. So I believe his tenure is like 27 years or something like that. Biden is 47 years, in the Senate. So he's been in there a lot longer. So yeah, so they know each other. People said they actually go out and drink together, and of course people say too that once the camera goes off, once the Congress, once the session is over, or Congress and the Senate goes home, people saying, hey, these guys go out and drink together and have dinner together and have parties together. I'm like, yeah, I believe you. Especially the rhinos and never Trumpers. Those guys are definitely rubbing elbows with the Democrats. So yeah, so I do believe the Miles Guo interview with G News, when he said that Biden went to McConnell and asked for if McConnell could promise a pardon from Trump, specifically for him and his son Hunter. Well, he said, for him and his family, but I'm pretty sure he means him and Hunter. Or it could be his family, because I'm pretty sure they're all in on the money laundering. The Biden crime family is what people call them. So, but in my opinion is that probably happened, and Mitch McConnell probably did go to Trump, and I'm pretty sure Trump was like, nah, not happening. We don't know, because if it's going to happen, it's going to be next week. Because after next week, plausible deniability is going to be out the window. He could, like I say, if we're going to see a Biden concede, it's going to be sometime next week. I'm thinking tomorrow, Monday. Yeah, this is a Sunday video, so I'm thinking tomorrow, Monday, is when we'll see if there is going to be a Biden concede. I don't think he's going to wait till Friday. It's going to be Monday of next week, which would be November 30th. Because kind of like Sidney Powell said, that the longer he waits, the less chance that he can actually claim plausible deniability. And so we'll see. If of course next week's going to be next week's going to be huge. Something's going to happen where I see the flip. I see the flip happening next week. And of course, Trump's big rally in Georgia is probably going to be a victory rally, if anything. And I do see if Biden does concede, that's probably a more I would say peaceful way of doing it, to where of course the liberals are still, their head is still going to explode. They're still going to riot. There's still going to be a lot of salty tears, a lot of Trump's probably going to have to enact the Insurrection Act, and in that case he has the authority to call the National Guards, regardless of the mayor or governor of the states wanting the National Guards called or not. Because I have a feeling they're going to go even crazier if the Scottish Supreme Court of the United States, rules for Trump and gives the 4 or 6 states elector to Trump, and of course giving him the win. It will be over 300, of course. or if they somehow manage to flip 3 states through the legislator, because right now there's 2 paths per Rudy Giuliani. One is through the Supreme Court, which he says may take a longer time, and then he said that the faster track is to go through and try to persuade the Republican-ran state legislator to give the electors to Trump, and all they got to do is get right now all they got to do is get 3 states, and that doesn't even include Pennsylvania. As long as if you can get any 3 states right now, besides Nevada, because I think Nevada's like what, uh, yeah, three. No, Nevada's not that least populated, but of the 6 state, Nevada is the lowest, uh, uh, I guess electoral. So other than Nevada, if they can get Arizona, Wisconsin, Michigan, or Georgia, or any 3 of those 4 states, electors or legislator to say, hey, we're going to give our electors to Trump, then that pretty much gives Biden will be somewhere around like 260 something, and Trump will be somewhere around 260 something also. So neither of them will get 270. It will go to the House vote, and again there are 31 Republican ran states, and yeah, I want to go relook it up. It's going to be a 31 state vote to 19. So even if a few, 2 or 3 rhino states decide to vote for Biden, Trump only is 26 of the 31 to win. So even if 2 or 3 rhino states decide, hey, we're going to vote for Biden, that will still easily give Trump 26. And I guess per Rudy Giuliani, but again, he could be, he could be throwing out some false information to throw the, to throw off the fake news, big tech, throw off the Democrats. It's like, yeah, going through the Supreme Court is going to be longer. We're going to try to persuade the legislators and have them, give their electors to Trump, and that or I guess that or just plain out flip the states through I guess a recount with an audit, because today being Sunday, we're gonna know if Wisconsin's gonna flip for Trump or not today, and this is after dinner. This is I guess a after dinner video that I've done, and I haven't heard anything about Wisconsin coming out saying, hey, we found all of the invalid votes and tossed them out, and giving Trump the win for Wisconsin. So that I haven't heard anything on that, because basically Wisconsin, Arizona, and Georgia, and I think Michigan too, all have I guess all have within a 20K vote difference between Biden and Trump. So I guess Rudy Giuliani and his team are trying to push the legislators, 1 or 2, get some the recounts in those states to go in Trump's favor. But just like everyone says, and including the Team Trump lawyers, they're like, hey, if you're going to do a recount, recounting the fake ballots and the real ballots together, it's going to give you the same number. You need to do an audit where you check the signatures, compare and check other things to see if the ballot is valid. And they didn't do that in Georgia, and I think they're pushing to get that redone. And yes, we are running out of time. We basically including today, about 16 days, 16 and a half days now left before December 16th or 15th. Tomorrow's the 30th. Yeah, so it'll be about 15 and a half days, and time's running short. And of course, in the case of Bush v. Gore, they only had 1 state to deal with, and it took them 36 days just to deal with 1 state. So in the case of Trump, they got like 6 states. They're mainly concentrating on about 4 states, but 6 states total, and that's the reason why they're going, hey, this is going to take some time. And well, I just wanted to clarify up the name misunderstanding of Mr. Miles Guo. And I do believe what he said, that Biden did go to Mitch McConnell, and that Mitch McConnell probably did go to Trump. But the question is, we don't know, and we'll find out if there's no concede from Biden next week, then we know that Trump said, no, get the hell out of here, F you, this, this guy's going to burn. I'm taking him to Gitmo, or taking him on a helicopter, helicopter ride, giving him the Colombian necktie. So we'll see, and thanks for watching. Stay safe. It is cold now, so have out your winter, turn on your heater. I prefer to be in t-shirts and shorts inside the house. Of course, I got the heater on. Some people, prefer, of course, electricity is cheap right now. So, of course, I'm in Texas, so natural gas. So if you got natural gas for your heater, natural gas is cheap. So there's really no excuse. Turn on your heater, or I guess if you prefer, some people do prefer. They're like in sweaters and the sweatpants and sweaters, jackets, socks. I'm like, man, that is uncomfortable. Sitting around all day wearing all this heavy clothes. All right, well that's it. We'll see. Of course, if there is a Biden concede come tomorrow, Monday, you'll see lots of videos, from going up on YouTube, and of course, the riot in France. We'll be seeing that here in the U.S. from Antifa, and like I said, hopefully Trump does, I guess, invoke the Insurrection Act, get the National Guard out there, crack some heads, and well, that's it. Thank you, and until next time.